So coding bootcamps provide accelerated learning experience for aspiring web developers. So you might be wondering, what is a coding bootcamp? Coding bootcamps provide accelerated learning experience for aspiring developers. If you want to become a web developer, a coding bootcamp speeds up your learning to prepare you for a career quicker, and there are a number of considerations that go into picking the best school. My name is Timur Meyster, and I'm a coding bootcamp graduate and the co-founder of Career Karma, which is an app that provides a community for people switching careers into tech. In 2015, I did a web development bootcamp without any prior formal training and ended up getting a six-figure web development job at a Silicon Valley startup. In this video, I'm going to cover my advice to determine the best coding bootcamps for you in 2020. From my years of experience in coaching people on switching their careers, the best coding bootcamps depend on you as an individual, your learning style, your schedule, and your timeline. But first, let's take a minute to discuss what you would learn at a web development bootcamp. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the web development bootcamp curriculum. While the responsibilities of a web developer entail building websites and web apps, you'll need to learn a specific set of technologies to build a portfolio of web applications that demonstrate your proficiencies in building these apps. Today, in most cases, even if a web development bootcamp doesn't call their program web development, you will find that most of them teach similar topics. If you do some digging around, you'll see that they teach fundamental topics like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Ruby, or Python. These are some of the most popular front and back-end development languages, and they're a must to know for aspiring web programmers. Although a lot of people get overwhelmed deciding between learning JavaScript, Ruby, or Python, my recommendation is to focus on picking the school that fits your learning style, finances, and schedule first, as the differences in these languages will not impact your prospects of finding a job. In my case, I was learning Ruby and Ruby on Rails at my coding bootcamp. However, after I got my first job, I only worked with JavaScript, Node, and React on day-to-day. These technologies are used to give you a way to understand concepts that go into building web applications. And one can easily teach themselves specific syntax of other languages within weeks if they need to switch to a new technology. In addition to these coding languages, a top web development coding bootcamp will teach you how to apply your skills to building your own websites, collaborate with your peers on projects, and prepare for coding interviews. The best web development coding bootcamp promotes student collaboration to build communication skills and teamwork. I'm going to cover the list of web development bootcamps that Career Karma works with that prepare you for careers in software engineering, data science, or UX design. They also offer options to defer your tuition until you get a job, so the school doesn't get paid until you're making above a specific minimum salary. They offer in-person or online and even part-time options for all of you who cannot quit your day job but still want to switch careers into tech. As mentioned above, there isn't one top web development bootcamp, so I'm going to discuss various top web development bootcamps below and what makes each of them unique. Note that since Career Karma is a free community that helps people switch careers into tech, and we never charge our users a dime, we have done our due diligence and vetting to select only the top web development bootcamps to work with who pay us a small fee when someone gets enrolled, so we never have to charge our users a dime. Let's talk about the best web development coding bootcamps. Note that we're going to cover the top schools in no particular order. The first school on the list is the Flatiron School. The reason I start with the school is they have a wide range of courses you can take for web development, data science, UX design, and even cybersecurity. They also offer online as well as in-person programs, and most of their programs offer income sharing, even for their part-time options. From speaking to current students and graduates, I hear that their part-time courses are very flexible that could work with most people's schedules. Even though the expected amount of hours is 25 to 30 hours a week for part-time students, they have a few required lectures a week. And even if a student misses that lecture, they can still catch a recording. Realizing that for most people who cannot quit their job to switch careers into tech, I think this could be a great option. Flatiron also is one of the oldest bootcamps in the space, and they have refined their material to help thousands of students find jobs in tech. Let's talk about their tuition. In terms of affordability, like with all the schools that Career Karma works with, the Flatiron School offers free prep courses and income sharing options for their full-time, online, and part-time students. They also provide a 6-month money-back guarantee, so you can visit their website to learn more about that. The second school we want to cover is General Assembly. General Assembly is one of the oldest coding bootcamps in the space, and to date, they have close to 60,000 alumni. The alumni network becomes important when the time comes to the job search. They also have in-person locations in 15 plus cities around the country, and they host free workshops and events that you can attend in your city. In terms of their programs, they offer software engineering, data science, and UX design bootcamp courses. Although their data science and UX design courses are full-time and in person, you can take advantage of their software engineering programs that are either in person or online. They even offer their online software engineering course for students looking to do part-time. So that's another great option for those considering. In terms of their tuition cost, all of their immersive courses come with an income sharing agreement, so the students don't have to pay for the tuition upfront. One of the unique factors about General Assembly is they allow veterans to take advantage of their veteran benefits to pay for the courses, so the money doesn't come out of their own pockets. The third school I want to highlight is Kensey Academy. Even though they started their first location in Indiana, they now offer software engineering and UX engineering programs online. Kensey calls itself not just a bootcamp, but a 4-year computer science degree compressed into 12 months. Also, the software engineering and the UX engineering programs were designed for complete beginners. Whereas some coding bootcamps are only 12 weeks, Kensey Academy is actually 12 months long because they intentionally take their time to teach their students each topic in depth. And in order for the student to start, they don't need to be proficient in any specific technology. You learn all of it during the actual course. Another interesting thing about Kensey Academy are their school hours. Their program is 12 months, but it's been designed to give students enough time to hold a part-time job while going through their full-time bootcamp. The school hours are 9 to 3 p.m. Eastern or 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific time. This allows people to work an evening job and still complete a career transition in about 12 months. I see this as a big plus because many people start full-time bootcamps that are 8 to 10 hours a day, and then they run out of resources and their runway because career transitions could take longer than expected. And so the surest way is to make sure that you have income coming in every month and you're gonna career transition successfully. When it comes to Kensey Academy's tuition, they also offer income sharing, and their admission staff is actually part of the Kensey squad on the Career Karma app in case you had any questions before you decide to apply. So the fourth school we want to highlight is App Academy. App Academy was the first coding bootcamp to implement and offer deferred tuition model now adopted by most schools known as income sharing. App Academy's tuition, in addition to teaching a rigorous course in web development, as one of the oldest coding bootcamps, they have placed their alumni at some of the top tech companies like Google, Uber, Amazon, and Facebook. In 2014, I applied and got accepted into App Academy because I wanted to take advantage of their deferred tuition model, where I didn't have to pay a dime until I was in a job. That model helped me get a 6-figure job in tech in less than 12 months. App Academy's admission could be challenging as they are very selective. So make sure to join App Academy's squad on the Career Karma app to speak to the students who got accepted and are now attending App Academy, if you need any coaching on getting accepted as well. What makes App Academy unique is not just their rigorous curriculum, but the fact that any student, regardless of their credit score, can get accepted. While most schools run your credit while you qualify for an ISA, some schools will not reject you even if you have below the average score. App Academy doesn't even run your score. So if you're afraid you might not qualify for some of the other schools, check out App Academy on Career Karma. The fifth option to consider is Lambda School. Lambda School offers an immersive online web development course featuring live classes and career counseling. The Lambda School Web Development Bootcamp has strict attendance policy because you'll fall behind quickly if you miss classes. They offer both full-time and part-time web development, design, and data science courses, so you have a good chance of working a bootcamp from Lambda School into your busy schedule. Lambda's full-time web development bootcamp is the best option if you have the time. The full-time program runs Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific time. The program is 9 months long and offers a full scope of web development education. The course covers all the major web development coding languages along with many other useful skills. Classes are live, so you can collaborate with students and instructors in real time. So let's face it, most of us work for a living. Life can be tough, and if you want to be a web developer, chances are you're looking for a more lucrative career. With Lambda School, if you can attend the program full-time, that's not a problem. Lambda School also offers part-time online web development options that run Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific, and 1 day on the weekend. Part-time students spend 18 months in their program. Unlike some other programs, the Lambda School doesn't cut corners for its part-time students, and classes are live, attendance is mandatory, and students graduate with the same set of skills. In terms of tuition, Lambda School also offers income sharing, so you don't pay a dime until you land a job. The last option I want to highlight is Thinkful. Thinkful is not just one of the oldest coding bootcamps teaching web development, data science, design, and product management, but they also recently started offering living stipends to their students attending their select full-time courses. This is just a sign of how innovative some of these schools are. In the recent years, coding bootcamps have adopted income sharing, which is a way to align incentives of the school with those of the students. Schools like Thinkful will also pay you $1,500 a month living stipend for 5 months so their full-time students can complete this transition a lot faster. Although the stipend is great, but just to note, it's not just free money, and eventually you do have to pay it back, but it does make someone who's career transitioning, it makes their life easier and provides that needed support and needed bridge throughout the career transition. Thinkful is known for their one-on-one mentorship, where each student gets paired and assigned a mentor who actually works in tech. That mentor is the primary person guiding each student through the journey and learning, building projects, and even finding a job. Depending on your learning style and your schedule, this could be a great opportunity to learn from an experienced career coach. In addition to web development, Thinkful also has data science, product management, and design courses. Thinkful really tries to take their students' needs in mind, and they even offer self-paced and nights and weekends courses to make it easy for anyone with a full-time job to take advantage of this opportunity. As with other schools on the list, Thinkful also offers income sharing to their full-time and nights and weekend students. Make sure to speak to their admissions advisor to ask about the living stipend if you're interested in this type of career transition. In conclusion, the top coding bootcamps in 2020, according to Career Karma, are Flatiron School for their online part-time and full-time income sharing options with a 6-month money-back guarantee. The next school on the list is Kensey Academy with an all-encompassing computer science education for 12 months geared to people who are beginners. The third school to consider is General Assembly for people who are looking to do online or part-time options with income sharing, as well as people looking to do an in-person boot camp in their city. The fourth option is App Academy for those who are ready for a rigorous course, and for those who might be hesitant to apply for an income sharing agreement due to their credit score. You also got Lambda School that has an array of online options for full-time and part-time courses. And finally, Thinkful that has online full-time and part-time options with income sharing and living stipends. These are just half a dozen of web development, data science, and UX design bootcamps we have vetted to help our students break into these new tech careers in 2020. Here are a few words of advice as you start considering and interviewing with these coding bootcamps. Most of the schools make it very clear what it takes for someone to get accepted. And they even provide you with the free prep courses, so make sure to take advantage of that. Signing up and doing their free prep course is also a great way for you to get to know the school and the school's teaching style. Most importantly, don't hesitate to schedule your interviews. For most schools, these will be behavioral conversations that help them determine if you're serious about this career transition. Ultimately, the technical challenge is going to decide whether you're ready to start on day one. As you start this process, remember, a few of you might get rejected, or you might get accepted but rejected for income sharing. Don't get discouraged. As long as you're part of Career Karma, we'll help you figure out the path for you. Also note that not all income sharing agreements are the same. Even if you see schools using Leaf or Vimo for their income sharing, each school has custom terms. So make sure to read them, and if you get rejected from one school for your credit, it's very likely there are other schools that will still accept you. So don't get discouraged and keep going. Just like the whole technology space, coding bootcamps are very innovative and fast changing to fit the needs of their students and employers. To understand the best option for you, my recommendation is ultimately to speak to their admissions, research outcomes, and the average salaries of their graduates, speak to the students who are attending these programs on Career Karma, and reach out to alumni. For that reason, we built Career Karma's community to make it easy for anyone looking to make a huge life and career decision simpler. We know what it was like to be in your shoes, so head over to careerkarma.com and join our community. If you enjoyed this video, give us an upvote, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and comment below which coding bootcamps you're considering. If you have any questions, me and my team will personally answer your questions. And as always, let's break in.